Hi, I'm Laura Clapp here with TC-Helicon at the Music Farm, and I wanted to tell you about the VoiceLive 2, our latest and greatest vocal effects processor and harmonizer. The first thing that we've added that I wanted to show you is something called the choir effect, and that lets you take the 4 voices of harmony and double them so that you have 8 voices total. So you can really have a very full sounding choir with just your one voice triggering it. So I've set the key ahead of time since I'm using it a cappella. And it's going to follow and stay in the key of D major. And I'm going to bring in the voices a few at a time. So let's hear what it sounds like. In this heart lies for you a lark born only for you, who sings only to you, my love, my love, my love. I will have you with me in my arms only, for you are only my love, my love, my love. So that's the choir feature using VoiceLive 2, and that lets you have 8 voices of harmony, again, just to show you that. And we've also added a really great function to VoiceLive 2 that lets you plug in your MP3 player, and it's actually going to follow the tracks coming from my iPod. And I've plugged it in using an 1/8" cable into the aux in on the back of VoiceLive 2. It can recognize the chords from your backing tracks. So let's say you use a karaoke track, for example. Drums, bass, guitar, it doesn't matter what's in the arrangement. The VoiceLive 2 is able to recognize the chords just as they are and let you add up to 4 voices of harmony based on what's coming from here. So there's no setting a key. You don't have to know the key of the song, even if it modulates or changes. Your VoiceLive 2 is still going to be able to track. So let's hear what that sounds like. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I started out with Jack, moved on to Johnny, finished it off with a shot of gin. Made my way to the stage for the liquid rage, and I belted out my best job. And well, come on, take a piece of my heart. My ears were ringing as I hit the next bar, and there he was, a perfect 10. The patient's here, the doctor's in. He's 6'2", looks nothing like you. He's a medicine man for my broken heart. All my pain just disappeared when he came to my rescue. I found a cure for you. Okay, so none of those vocals were pre-existing. Everything that you just heard was happening live, and all of the backing vocals were happening live as well. And again, it was following the chords from my iPod to know what the key of the song was. So that way, when I turned the harmonies on and off, they were in the right key and scale. So it can follow your backing track chords. It can also follow chords from your guitar. So let's check that out. So this is just a standard acoustic electric guitar. Nothing special. I've got my guitar cord plugged directly into the VoiceLive 2. And I've also got a capo on here, you'll notice, but it can still track just as well. So you don't have to change your playing style. Using VoiceLive 2 can recognize analog guitar chord information and let you add up to 8 voices of harmony based on what you're playing here. So let's hear what that sounds like. Oh, you have always known my heart. You said you knew right from the start. So it's following my guitar chords and letting me add those voices of harmony, and it knows the key and scale just based on what I'm playing here. So even if I capo, do an alternate tuning, a drop tuning, or finger pick, it can still track really, really flawlessly and let you add those 4 voices of harmony without having to set the key ahead of time.
Since VoiceLive 2 is recognizing what I play on my guitar, if my guitar chords move, the harmonies move. So this is a really great arrangement tool. For example, if I sing, I found a cure for you, that's what I'm going to sing as the lead. Now listen to the harmonies, because they're going to move independently of my voice. I found a cure for you. I found a cure for you. They do the same thing every time, so it's like having professional background singers that always follow you, that you've rehearsed for days and days, but now they're going to do it right on the fly based on what I'm playing on the guitar. So even if you sustain a note as the lead singer, your harmonies can still follow you. We've also kept the harmony hold feature from our VoiceLive 1. Now with this feature, you as the lead singer can keep on singing while the harmonies sustain, hence the term harmony hold. And that sounds like this. You give me strength when I feel there's nothing left. You know the right words to set my mind at ease. So if you sustain vowel sounds, this is really effective. So you just hold that shortcut button and it will keep those harmonies holding until you let go. So that's harmony hold. So you can also use your VoiceLive 2 with a keyboard. So I've got mine set up here and it's plugged in using MIDI. So I can play the keyboard like I always have, play it just like a piano, and VoiceLive 2 can follow my keyboard chords and let me add harmonies based on what I'm playing here. So let's hear what that sounds like. I wanna know when I'll finally stand up and shout out loud, I've had enough, I don't wanna be the one to hold everybody's hand. I wanna know when. Okay, so that's playing it just in a comped way where you're playing keyboard chords, and VoiceLive 2 can recognize the keyboard chords and let you add harmony. You can also take it one step further using the MIDI functionality. So now I can physically play what I want the harmonies to reproduce. And since VoiceLive 2 has 8 voices of harmony that you can work with, I have 8 voice polyphony. So I can play up to 8 voices. So everything that I play here is what you're going to hear reproduced. So let's hear what that sounds like. Where are we? What the hell is going on? The dust has only just begun to fall. Crop circles in the carpet, sinking, feeling. That was an Imogen Heap song, and that's actually how she reproduces it in a live situation. She's using one of our pieces and physically playing what she wants the harmonies to sing. So using VoiceLive 2, you can have all these different options to get a great harmony sound. And we also have some great effects built in. So I wanted to show you one of the more extreme examples. This is one of my favorite presets, and it's called Power Chords. And what it does is it lets me have my voice sound like guitar power chords. So let's hear what it sounds like. So that's using the power chord preset. So as you can see, you don't have just beautiful sounding harmonies. You can really push the envelope. We've also added the hard tune pitch correction as well, using the T-Pain effect, as they're calling it, which takes your voice and really pushes it, and a hard tune adjusts, which I've also showcased in the Voice Tone Synth video, which you should check out. That's the VoiceLive 2 by TC-Helicon. We have tons more information and videos available both at themusicfarm.com and tchelicon.com. So thank you very much. You're watching Farm TV.